So students, we are like always live on Facebook group, which is facebook.com/group/Olympiad Success. And this is with all our demo sessions. So in case if you would want to visit any of our previously held demo session, or in case if you're facing any issues today in the demo session, like you can in Zoom especially, so you can go to our Facebook group and you can connect over there. Okay. So once again, a very warm welcome to all the students and parents over here. I'm Aarti and I will be your host for today. So students, as mentioned earlier, today we are communication writing program for students of grades 6th till 8th. And students like Olympiad Success, many of the students they don't know about Olympiad Success. So basically Olympiad Success, we are India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examinations, right? Is my voice lagging, Rajan sir?
Ma'am, now it's good.
Sri Lakshmi, now it's good. Okay. All right. So so I was telling you about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examinations. And 3 years back, we had started with the live classes preparation, and these were specifically for Olympiads preparation and 4 skill building courses. So these are essential for you, as you grow. So I understand that English, math, science, these would be very essential to you. But then there are few other subjects which are equally important for a child to succeed, right? And one among which is communications writing. Okay. So what exactly do you mean by communications, like writing? What, like, why you have come here? What was in your mind, like while attending, when you have come here to attend this session? So what do you understand? Like, what are you going to learn in here? Any thoughts coming in? You want to get better at creative writing. Okay. And so students, like we can improve our knowledge. So Jashwant, yeah, that is a very generalized answer, I would say. But so let me tell you, basically, like what happens in here in our communication classes. So if I talk about the speaking and writing both, okay. So we do have the speaking classes also, and we do have the writing classes also, okay. So our main motto is to, keep you aligned and like enable you to follow a structured pattern, okay. So if you are writing something blabberish, speaking something blabberish, so that won't work out, okay. So what you need to do is like, let's say, like if you would want to introduce yourself and you just start by saying, okay, so I stay there and I do this and I do that, okay. So but then that is not a good introduction. That needs to be structured. Okay. So we give you a platform like wherein your thoughts are structured and you get a proper defined way in which you can proceed further, and you learn many aspects. So creative writing is just one aspect of communication as a whole writing, if I say. Okay, you get to learn many other different things in this course, right? So for this, we have a wonderful mentor with us, Sri Lakshmi ma'am. So she has been associated with us for quite a long time, and she has been taking these classes, and kids really love her. So she has, like a really interesting way of teaching. So kids, what we are going to do is, like, I'll just explain you the flow of this session. So first of all, there would be an introduction by Sri Lakshmi ma'am, and after that, Rajan sir would be taking you through the presentation about the course. After that, I will be showing you the platform. Okay, so once you enroll to this program, so what all you would be able to see on our platform, okay, once you enroll. Okay, so like the reading material, practice questions, answer keys, whatever. Okay, and after that, there would be question and answer round. So if you have any doubts, you can write it down in the chat section and we will be happy to answer all your queries. And finally, we would be having the demo session for which you all are here. Okay, so over to Sri Lakshmi ma'am for a brief introduction about herself. So welcome, ma'am. Welcome, Sri Lakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I'm Sri Lakshmi. I have been associated with Olympiad Success for a long time, as Sri rightly pointed out. And I have been specifically teaching this course on Skill or Write, which is focused more on the creative aspects of writing. So this was a wonderful batch actually. Last year also we had so many students, and the main aim is that students would be like taught to write better at creative aspects. You know, the course structure is so eclectic. It ranges from say novel writing to a biography writing to a movie review and so on and so forth. So it is really going to help you out not just with your school preparation or exam preparation, but in other creative writing aspects as well. Maybe if you would want to be a writer one day, these courses are really going to help you, or in writing in any platform per se. So that's all. Um, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sri Lakshmi ma'am, for a wonderful introduction. So, students, she would be going to your mentor, and I would suggest you stay with us till the end, so that you understand like her teaching pattern and how she, like how she teaches. Okay, and so now what we'll do, we'll have the presentation by Rajan sir. So over to Rajan sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just sharing.
Yep. This course will help us in writing competition. Absolutely, Jaswant. So soon Rajan sir would be sharing the links also in the chat section, and just go through that link, and during his presentation also he would be showing you the syllabus, like what all we would be covering in this course, so you'll understand that what all we would be covering and what all you are going to learn. So it is certainly going to help you with your writing aspects. Okay.
Ma'am, my screen is visible?
So it's just coming, has started screen sharing, but the screen has not come yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it will just take a few more minutes, few more seconds, not minutes. So meanwhile, anyone can tell me related to writing, what all they have done. So nowadays, many students write blogs, and they do some or the other creative stuff. So how many of you have their own blogs? Anyone? Please do write in the chat box, kids. It's really, the session would be really interactive, and we would enjoy as much as you would enjoy. Okay, no, not me, Jashwant. And what about others? Do you write blogs, poems, or anything creative in your writing? Recently, there was a competition called WSC. In that, there was a section where we had to write. Okay. All right, that's nice. So I believe Rajan sir is facing some issues with his internet connection. So what I'll do is I'll share it on my computer and take you through the presentation. All right. So just give me a minute, and meanwhile, what about others? Like, I wrote poems long before about nature. That's really wonderful, Jashwant, and we would love to hear your poems as well. Like, what did you write? So, we would try to make this session as interactive as possible. So, Sri Lakshmi ma'am would be unmuting. So, Sri Lakshmi ma'am, you have the, rights. You can unmute the kids. So, in case if you would want any kid to speak up, you can unmute that child, and we can have a more interactive session then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so is the presentation, okay, Jashwant, no worries, you don't have the poem now. All right, so is the PPT visible, everyone? Yes? Okay, can I get yes and no in the chat box? Thank you, Riyansh. Thank you, Jashwant. Thank you so much. Guys, show some energy. Thank you, Maya. Thank you so much. So once again, a very warm welcome to all the students and parents over here. We are here for a demo and interaction program for grades 6 to 8, and the subject is skill or right. We have given it a very interesting name. So generally we say communications, writing skills, creative writing, but then this is skill or right. And the reason behind it is like writing is a skill, and everyone should, master it. Maybe not in a few sessions because it's a long journey and it would take a lot of time, but then it's better to start now, right? Now, let us see who we are. So about us, so Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examinations. And as I had mentioned earlier also, so we had started with the live classes 3 years back. So we are again India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiads preparation. And then we have the School Plus program. So basically this School Plus program, it's a combination of 8 courses, which are math, science, English, and logical reasoning. These are for your Olympiads preparation, while we have communication, and it has both spoken and written, Vedic mathematics, and coding, right? So these 4 subjects, which I told at the last, so these are essential for your skill building. Now coming up to what else we provide along with, like, apart from our Olympiads preparation and skill building. So we do have classes for CBSE, and these are available for grades 6 to 12. So we have science and math classes. Then we have one-to-one preparation classes for various international mathematics Olympiads. So in case if you have heard about SASMO, CMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Counts, US Common Core, Math Kangaroo, PRMO, etc., etc. So the list is long, but then we do conduct one-to-one preparation classes for these as well. And then we would be starting with the JEE mains preparation classes. Now coming up to the international rank holders for the academic year 2021. So that year we had 40 plus international rank ones, 70 plus in top 5, and 120 plus in top 10. So kids, you should understand that this is a huge number. And this huge number, like, it is because of three main important, the three important factors, which is like, first of all, the student himself. So the student, the effort the student puts in is really, really great. The second thing is the mentor, okay, because he or she would be helping you, would be mentoring you throughout your, course and everything. And third are your parents, right? So like these all are three, connected, interlinked for you to achieve success in your life, okay? And now let us see the international rank holders photographs. Okay, now let us see about the Skillorite program. So in academic writing, it's all about facts, okay? But creative writing is an art where what you have to do is, like, you have to put your thoughts into impressive words, okay? So sometimes you just write, okay, so this is, today it's a sunny day. But then if you say, like, today it's such a sunny, bright day, and if you use some kind of adjectives, so, it puts a kind of life into that writing. So here we would be, giving you a platform wherein you would understand how to put life to what you are writing, okay? So Skillorite program helps groom students to become more imaginative, creative, and innovative. And you would be awarded with a digital certificate of completion with a note on your written skills. Now the syllabus outline. So you, in this course, entire course, you would learn to write a biography, short novel, advertisement, writing a movie review, report writing, analyze and write, mystery, and suspense. So these are quite interesting topics, I would say, right? And now the details about this session. So the classes would be conducted in group with around 15 students, and these would be conducted in Zoom, as I mentioned. There would be 2 sessions per week. The days will be Thursday and Saturday, and the timing will be from 5 p.m. till 6:15 p.m. So these are basically 75 minutes classes with a 5-minute break. The syllabus is available at this link. So kids, I would be sharing all the links in the chat section shortly. So all these links will be really helpful for you to enroll to this program or any other program if you wish to enroll for, okay? Coming up to the fees. So the fees for this course is rupees 6,200, and it is a 25 session course. In case if you're interested to enroll to this program, you can go to this link, which is olympiadsuccess.com/live/buy, and enroll to it. Okay. Now coming up to the prerequisites. So you should have a laptop and a desktop with good internet connectivity and use headphones. And coming up to the preparation part. So kids, I would suggest that writing is a skill which cannot be developed in, let's say, 2 classes, 3 classes, 10 classes, 20 classes. What we would be doing here is we would be showing you a path, and we would be, like, helping you with all the techniques and things, but then you have to put in all your effort so that you can master the skill. Okay, so equivalent effort is required at your end too. So that's it, kids. Your live classes will be beginning from April 16th, which is a Saturday, and I hope to see you all enrolling for this class. And lastly, I would like to end my presentation on the note that in the academic year 21-22, we had students from more than 3,800 schools across India and abroad, and we have students participating from 35 plus countries. So that's about the course details. So in case if you have any doubts, any queries, you can write it down in the chat section. And meanwhile, what we'll do is, we'll just take you through the platform. Okay. So Rajan sir, if you would want to take, like if the connection is proper at your end, and if you would want to take the students to the platform, you can do that.
Ma'am, actually it is lagging on
It
my
is
side.
lagging. Okay,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
worries, no worries. So kids, let me do one thing. I'll just share my screen for the Olympiads, what you would be getting on our platform. So share, and meanwhile be prepared with your questions. Okay, I would be happy to answer all your queries. So this is the login screen. So what you have to do is you have to take note of this URL, which is olympiadsuccess.com/login. Enter your email. Okay, so this email would be provided to you once you enroll for this class, and enter your password. You would be redirected to the profile page. Okay, and then the important thing over here is live classes. So you have to click on that live classes, and here, like under subject, all the subjects would be listed for which you have enrolled. Okay, so I have enrolled for all the 8 subjects, and it's not necessary for you all to enroll for all the 8 subjects, but then if you whichever subject you are interested, you can enroll, and that list would be coming in here. So let's say I would want to see for Skillo Right. Then I have to select the topic. So there are quite interesting topics I can see in here: the wits of writing, water web series, thrill of blogging, couch potatoing with books, exposure to exposition. So let's say if I select this topic, and if I click on the practice question set one, so what we have done with the Skillo Speak and Skillo Write, both the sessions. So this content, this includes both the content and the practice. Okay, so there would be home assignment, what you would be given, and you have to complete it and bring it back on your next day of your class. Okay, so these would be provided to you. You can view the schedule by clicking on the view schedule button. Okay, so here a detailed schedule would be provided, like on day 1, that is session 1, what you would be doing, session 2, what you would be doing, so on and so forth. Okay, so here you can see, right? And then we have the holiday calendar as well. So if you go to that, there would be days mentioned when we would not be having the classes. Okay, so these would be public holidays, and on these days we do not conduct the classes. And finally, the Zoom meeting ID and password. So here the meeting ID and password would be given. So you have to attend the classes using this meeting ID and password. Okay, so I hope you have understood the platform details. And now, if you have any questions, please do write it down in the chat section. Any questions, kids? Rajit has no question. What about others? Nobody has. Oh my God. So everyone understood about the platform and about the course, everything in detail. No questions coming up. Can you send the link? Yes. So
Yes.
Rajan sir would be pasting the
Yes,
links
ma'am.
in the chat. Yes.
Okay, so the days of the class is clear to everyone. Can anyone let me know on which days we have the class?
Come on now, like you previously were saying, okay, Jashwant has come up with the right answer, Thursday and Saturday. And what about others?
Okay. And what are the timing, students?
Fifteen. Oh, Riansh, you need to recheck. Yes.
Yes, correct. 5 to 6:15. Okay, okay. So anyone have any other questions, students, related to course or anything you want to know? Or shall we start with the session?
So Jashwant is already giving all the answers. So Jashwant is our old student, right? He knows the drill, like what all we are going to ask. Kids, come on, pour in some energy. And Sri Lakshmi ma'am, I would suggest you to, ask as many questions as possible to the kids, and you can unmute them. And this way it would be really more interactive. Prajit, this is like not an hour demo, because we have already finished 25 minutes. The session started at 5 p.m. So like maybe in a minute or two, we would be starting with the demo. So you would be getting around 40-45 minutes for the demo, but then your actual classes would be for 75 minutes, right?
Okay, I think we should start with the demo, ma'am, as they don't have any question.
Yes, absolutely, Rajan sir.
Okay, okay. Over to you, Lakshmi ma'am. You can take
Yeah.
over now.
Okay. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
All right. Okay. So this will be the topic that we will be going to take up today. Before that, I just want to know, are you familiar with the term exposition? If you are, please write in the chat section. No, you're
Maybe
not
like
familiar.
Prajit, if we can unmute Prajit. So Prajit, I'm unmuting you, and can you speak up, like what is an exposition?
Hello.
Yes, Prajit, please go ahead.
I think from what I remember, exposition was like the introduction to the paragraph.
It's not an introduction actually, but it's related to writing. Essay writing. You're partly correct that in the sense that it is related to paragraphing, but in a way it's slightly different. It focuses more on the side of essay, and exposition is actually a kind of an essay, a lengthy, elaborate essay. Okay. So, any other answers? Is anyone else familiar with the term? Have you heard of expository essay? Or maybe you would have even wrote a couple of them in your school or for some other magazines or some online platforms. No? No. All right. No. All right. Okay. So I'm assuming this is a completely new term for you. And whatever the case may be, exposition is an expository essay is something that every student would have gone through or is most likely to encounter, because this forms part of your syllabus in your school curricula and also in the creative arena. So before starting with expository essays, we would just have a look at the objective. So by the end of this demo session, you would be able to gauge some things. And what are those things? You would be able to understand and write any kind of expository writing with confidence on any particular topic. So in case if a topic is assigned to you and you are required to write an expository essay, I'm stressing the word expository essay because that is completely different from the essay that you have been writing so far. And how come that's different? And how do you approach an expository essay? And what is an expository essay? And are there any tips to improve your writing? All that will be dealt with in this class. Okay, so let's dive in and see what an expository essay is all about. So an expository essay, the clue lies in the term expository. So the term expository refers to anything that is elaborative in nature, that is a comprehensive description of an idea or a theory. So expository essay is any piece of informational writing that explains a particular topic. Just as you write in any essay, it's the same. The difference here is that the length is varied. The length is much more. It's not a short, compact essay. Rather, it's a lengthy essay. And the writer assumes that the reader has no prior knowledge about the topic. So in this way, the writer is giving some information. And what kind of information? It's not personal information. It's some specific facts and figures or some kind of statements. You're not giving your take on the subject, but you're giving some verified facts. I know this might sound like a dry topic, but once you get familiar, it becomes all the more interesting. Now, when you write an expository essay, you have a main goal. And what is that main goal? To educate the reader, right? So you have to educate the reader on some particular topic that is given to you. And for that, you need to do one thing. And I can't stress the importance of that point enough. That is research. So when a question is given to you and you are asked to write an expository essay, you have to do a bit of research and then start writing. So that's how you would read the essay, an expository essay about the topic given. And there is one more thing that you have to keep in mind, that is never use the word I or you. Never use these pronouns because that will come from your end, right? That will show your take on the subject. I'll give you an example so that things will be more clearer. For example, if you are asked to write an essay on, say for instance, the social media and the privacy problems of social media. So in that case, you might have a stand, right? You might say that no such things are not happening. You might be against it or you might be for it and all these things. So that stand should not reflect in your essay. It should be totally neutral. It should not have any of your personal opinion or your personal take written in the essay. You have to just stick to the facts and write it. That's how you're going to write an expository essay. Now, let's start with the structure. So what is ideally the structure of any essay that you follow? What is the structure? Can anyone please write in the chat section what is the structure of any essay that you've written so far? I would love to see your answers. What is the structure? How do you write an essay? What structure do you follow? Any answer from anyone, children? Yeah, the introduction, the body, conclusion, good. Prajeet. Priyansh has also said the same, good. Jashwant, attractive heading. In this case, the topic is already given, so there is no need to write a separate heading, Jashwant. Anyone? Yeah, whatever you said is right. It includes introduction, body, conclusion. But again, there is a catch here. There are 3 paragraphs to the body. So it is a traditional 5-paragraph essay, and you would have the introduction, which is followed by 3 body paragraphs and winding up with the conclusion. So it consists of the introductory paragraph followed by 3 body paragraphs and winding up with the conclusion. And now let's see how do you go about the introduction. So it is clearly written, you have to use a hook. And by the term hook, I mean to tell you that you can start your essay with a rhetorical question. And what's a rhetorical question? It's a kind of question that is asked just to make a point without expecting an answer. You can either quote a famous quote by any famous personality and put that as a hook. And why would you do that? So that you can get the appeal of the readers. And then the main thing is thesis statement. Now, thesis statement is the most important thing that you have to write in an expository essay because it comes in the introduction and it is stating the purpose of writing the essay. Again, I'm telling you the example which I gave you previously. Like, for example, the privacy of social media. In that case, if I'm writing that essay, say for instance, I would use a quote, a famous quote on social media. And that is, the social media, the privacy is dead in social media, and it is the social media that holds the gun, which means social media has completely killed privacy. So I would begin my essay with that kind of a quote, and then I would proceed to a thesis statement. And how would I write a thesis statement in this case? I would simply tell the fact that social media, however benefits it has, it also has some bane. And what are those bane? That is the privacy concern. So that is how you would write the thesis statement. Again, I'm not putting my opinion on it. I'm simply stating the facts. And another thing you have to notice the context. In which context you are writing. So you are writing about the problems of privacy and you're trying to offer the solutions, right? So that should come in the introductory part. And again, I told you about the body. It is divided into a 3-tier structure. You can see the supporting evidence 1, followed by the supporting evidence 2 and 3. So in this part, you have to focus on 3 paragraphs. So each of these paragraphs would give each solution. Again, taking up the same example of privacy in social media, you can have 3 solutions, any solution that you would like to add. And these 3 solutions can be elaborately explained in the form of a paragraph, each paragraph, and that would form the body. And now this is very important, how you write the body. And every body consists of, again, 3 main things. Can anyone tell me what are the 3 things important in of the body of an essay? Any answers, children? What do you include, or what are the things that are important in the body of an essay? This is almost the similar thing which you have dealt with in any point, any essay. The main points, support topic, yes. That's right. The main points, all right. There is a name actually to the kind of sentences that are used in the body. Can anyone recollect that particular name? We say it's a kind of a sentence. We say that the body of an essay consists of a certain kinds of sentences. Thesis sentences, thesis actually comes in the introduction, not in the body. All right. So actually, the statement is the topic sentence. So in the body, you would have a topic sentence. And what is topic sentence? Topic sentence is the first sentence that you would write in the body of an essay. So that first sentence is known as the topic sentence, and that would be followed by whatever you said, the main points. And the main points are referred to as the supporting sentences. Why? Because they support the main idea. So first you would have the topic sentence, which is to be followed by the supporting sentences. And then you would have another sentence that is called the concluding sentence. You are restating back to whatever you write on the first point. So in this way, you would have 3 paragraphs. And these 3 paragraphs are structured as, 3 solutions or 3 particular, if you are asked to write about some problems, you can write about that. If you're asked to write about solutions, you can write about that. And now, with regard to conclusion, you don't have to introduce anything new in the conclusion. You have to just restate the point that you stated in the introduction. So with the example that I gave you recently, that is the privacy problem of social media, right? How would you conclude? You can say that privacy concern of social media is a real issue. However, there are some practical solutions which can be implemented to curb the menace. So in that way, you would conclude the essay without bringing anything new. You can just write briefly about what you wrote in the body and conclude it. So no new piece of information is necessary here. Okay, so this is how the structure of an expository essay is. It would begin with an introduction, followed by 3 body paragraphs, and winding up beautifully with a conclusion. Now, thesis statement. We have a slide that is solely dedicated to thesis statement. Why? And tell me, where does the thesis statement comes in? Let me see if you have listened. You can write your answers in the chat. Where does the thesis statement comes in? Does it comes in the introduction, body, or in the conclusion? Introduction. Yes, Harshal. Tanvi has also said the right answer. Jashwant also. Good. Yeah. Sujal has also said, yeah. Priyansh has also said the correct answer. Yeah, good. So thesis statement basically comes in the introductory part. So thesis statement, as it's already told to you, it states the purpose of the essay, and it includes the topic, which is already given, and the writer's take. Not using I or you terms. And the last is the main idea that will develop and support the writer's position. So that's all about it. Now, there are some tips that you have to keep in mind when you're writing an expository essay. And what would that be? Tips to excel at expository essays. So the first thing I already mentioned, that is, do not include any new information in the conclusion. So there is no need to bring in any new information when you're writing the conclusion. You can restate the same point which you used in the body and the introduction and wind it up with that. And again, another tip is brainstorm the main idea thoroughly. This is where I have to stress the point of research. So if any topic is assigned to you, do maximum research. I mean, that doesn't mean you have to dedicate hours and hours for researching. You have to just do the basic research, come up with some facts, verified information, and then put it out there. Now, whatever is told is just summed up here. How to write expository essays, choose your topic. So the first thing is choosing your topic, and then you have to research and plan accordingly, creating an outline, review and polish. So the topic would be already assigned to you, and then you have to do your bit of research and plan and make an outline, and then reviewing and polishing it. And in the end, we have a practice question, and I would highly appreciate it if you could give me the inputs, and we will discuss each of these aspects related to that particular topic, and all of you must definitely come with the answers. Okay, so let's now take up the practice question. That is, say for instance that I'm giving you a topic to write an expository essay on. So I taught you what an expository essay is, how to structure it, what are the parts of such an essay. Now, if I'm giving you a question, why music is important and how can we find music in nature? So if this is the question given to you, can anyone come up with the introduction? In introduction, I told you, you can write a quote or a rhetoric question. Can anyone come up with a quote on music or music in nature? I mean, or the importance of music? You can take a moment to think and then write your answers. Can anyone come up with a quote or just a rhetoric question on music? No answers? Just try. Try making your own quote. When words fail, music works. Wow. That would begin as a very appealing introductory rhetoric quote. Music is the soundtrack of life. Again, wonderful. Any other quote? All of you can try. You can bring in your own quotes to supplement your answers. This is how you are going to write an expository essay. So these two quotes are amazing. Anyone else can come up with a quote? Just try, even if it's like, you can just try giving a quote or two. In depression, the friend that helps. All right. You can put that in inverted commas to make it look like a quote. Any other quotes? Or you can even pose a question on music. Okay. So that forms the introduction, right? You are writing about the importance of music. And now let me ask you, I told you that in the body, we would have how many paragraphs? We would have 3 paragraphs. And these 3 paragraphs would be focused on music in nature. I mean, that is the topic given. Music is important, that we wrote in the introduction. And then we are going to write 3 paragraphs on music in nature. Now, can you come with 3 aspects of music in nature that can be written as the 3 body paragraphs? Music is the, yeah, so many quotes are coming in right now. Life is like a beautiful melody, only the lyrics are messed up. All right. Music is the moonlight in the dark night of life. Good. Music is important because it entertains us and we get rid from depression. All right. Okay, now about the body, coming to the body. Can you tell me 3 body paragraphs that are to be divided and the topic is music in nature? Can you tell me 3 examples to derive the music in nature? Where do you see music in nature? When you look around, where do you find music? And bring in 3 aspects. Yeah, birds in forest. Very good, very good. The sound of water falling, again, poetic. Yeah. When you hear birds singing, you immediately think of a song. Wow. In birds, laying leaves and grasses makes life in peaceful. All right. Okay. Any other aspect wherein you find the music in nature? Just look around you, have a look around you, think of it for a moment and come up with answers. Waterfalls, very good. Anywhere else do you find flowing of water? Rustling of leaves, great. Animal sound, sound of air, raindrop hitting water, yes, perfect. Sound of birds, good. Any other place where you can find music in nature? Rustling of leaves, okay. And I'm glad to know that all of you are writing in some form of the other in poetic language. Stamping of water, sound of birds, okay. So I think you got it. This is how we are going to write in the body regarding the music in nature. So how would you write? So based on these rustling of leaves or stamping of water or the raindrops hitting the ground, you can definitely write one paragraph about one such thing and expand it within 2-3 lines following the topic sentence, the supportive statement and the concluding sentence. Falling of leaves from trees, good, good. If you have answers, you can definitely write it there. I'm checking. Now, with regard to the conclusion, how would you wind it up as an expository essay in which the topic is the importance of music and music in nature? How would you wind it up? I told you there is no need to bring in anything new. I just want to know how you would wind up that conclusionary part of the expository essay. Let me see how much you understood. So how would you conclude, children? The importance of music and music in nature. You have already written and covered the introduction and the body, and now you're left with the conclusion. There is no need to add anything new. You can just reinstate the main points. So how would you conclude? No answers? I can't see any answers. I would highly appreciate if you could bring in an answer. Okay, music is the essence of life. Music is like a heart, don't kill it. Music heals our soul, mind, and body. All right. Okay, so that's it. So you can definitely bring in such kind of quotes and you can reinstate the main point. There is no need to bring in another new point altogether. Okay, music makes us calm. It can be expressed in nature. All in all, music can help you in many ways. Exactly. We can hear music even at our death. Poetic. That's deep. Good. So this is how you will wind up your essay without bringing anything, any new additional information, but reinstating whatever you already said. And what is that you already said? The importance of music and the different kinds of music that you would probably find around you, in nature. Music is peaceful and helps you calm down. Wonderful. All right. Okay, so that's how we are going to write an expository essay. And this is the small topic that we thought we would take up in this demo. And we are done with that. Any answers? Okay, okay. Music is like a glass, don't break it. All right, wonderful. Music has great qualities of healing a person emotionally and mentally. Well said. That's so true. Any other answers? You can still continue writing your answers. I would be checking it. Okay. Now tell me, children, is this topic clear to you? What an expository essay is, how to write an expository essay, and what are the parts of an expository essay? Just tell me in yes or no. I just want to get your feedbacks on whether this topic was understood by all of you. Yes? Okay, thank you, Jashwant. Anyone else? Okay, everyone is saying yes. Okay. Any queries or doubts with regards to this topic? Do you have any query? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, no queries. All right. So in that case, definitely I would love to show you a written form of an essay in the class. I would definitely be sharing some kind of like layouts or the formats on which a proper essay is structured and written. and then that would be taught. Okay. Introduction. So in the introduction, basically how we begin is with a quote. Since we have to catch the attention of the reader, we would definitely go with a quote or a rhetoric question. And with that particular quote, we would write a thesis statement. And the thesis statement is something that states the purpose, why we are writing the essay. That is, defined in the thesis statement. And then we would write one more sentence in the introduction. That's how we write it. We would begin with a quote, give a thesis statement, and give some background. And again, the most important thing is don't add your take on the subject. It should be facts. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear to all of you children? What an expository essay is? Okay. I'm assuming it is. So in that case, the demo for the presentation is done right now. Okay. Thank you, children. So do you have any queries? Anyone having any queries? We can meet in class. So that's how we will be, contacting with each other. And let me tell you that, this topic for the demo, expository essay, it might sound a bit dry to you, but when it comes to novel writing, movie review, it really gets like exciting. This thing I can assure you, because the previous batch I taught, it was really exciting because in novel writing, particularly, students came up with great ideas. They were writing horror stories, they were writing mystery thrillers. So it was a wonderful session to take. Okay, Rayansh, you still didn't understood the introduction. Is that so? So when we are writing an expository essay, I'm repeating again, the introductory part will begin with a quote. And which kind of quote? Quote given by any famous person or any powerful quote. So you can begin your essay with such kind of a quote, and then you can write a statement. It's called a thesis statement that tells the purpose of an essay. For example, I told you, if you are writing an essay on maybe the privacy of social media, you can write a quote on that, and then you can write your thesis statement stating that social media has a problem of privacy breaches. And then you can start with the body. Okay. And let me ask you, are all of you interested in writing creative things? Novel writing, poetry writing, and all. Which one are you interested in? Are you interested in writing a novel, a short story, a poem? What is your preferred area? A movie review? What is your favorite? Everything. Wonderful. I have asked all of you, so all of you can come up with your own answers. Which one do you love to write? Story? Okay. I like writing both poems and novels. Wow. Story. All right. Don't you guys write writing this movie reviews and all? Yeah. Essay, but not story and poem. Okay. Good, good. So did you all went through the syllabus of this course? You would have seen that we have biography writing, we have novella, we have a novel writing, and movie review, advertisements, and so on and so forth. Did you went through that? Are you all there, children? Yes, all right. Because I was not able to see many answers, that's why. So I'm assuming you don't have any queries in this expository essays. Writing is only skill with life. Okay. Okay, depends on my mood for story writing. I like to write a movie idea. Wow. So many are interested in mystery and other thrillers and stories. So this is actually for you then, because we would be teaching the various aspects of horror, mystery, thrillers, and all these things. So and all any one of you have written blogs or anything? I think so. You can join if you are in grade 9. I'm not sure of it. I think you might contact the team better. Only mystery, no horror. Okay. And anyone interested in writing blogs? I mean, blogs or blogs? Blog writing? No, no. Okay, not really. All right. But we have a session on that as well. In our syllabi, there is one course. I mean, that is a blog writing. So that's definitely there. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming that you are done with this. And okay, but to write or type that much. Okay. All right.
Hello. Yes. Ma'am, are you done with the demo?
Yes, sir. I'm done with it.
Okay. Okay.
So over to you,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you. So, students, how was the demo? You can write in the chat box. Nice. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Excellent. Awesome. Okay. I can see your objectives here. Okay. 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 So, students, in the chat box, I have shared some links. Okay. So, please save this link. It will help you to register for this course. Okay. And now Sri ma'am will meet you in the live classes. Okay, students. I'm sharing again. Okay, so save somewhere. Yes, Harshal, do you doubt? Yes. If anyone have any doubt, please write in the chat box. For class, yes, yes, correct. So this Kilorite course is for class 6 to 8. Okay, so you can join for class 6. Okay,
And
Ashit?
so they were asking whether a grade 9 student can also join this course.
Yeah, you can. Okay, because if you like, okay, that's not the issue. Because we are actually the curriculum for this course is basically depend on the creative writing. Okay, so if you want, you can. That's not the issue. Any other questions? It was good, but I already knew it. Okay. But this course is not based on school. Okay, okay. See, in school curriculum, we don't have reasoning classes, skill or write, skill or speak. Okay. So these are the courses which help you in personality development and also in future. Okay. Like if you speak well, if you write well, okay. In writing email, novels, if you want to be a writer in future, okay, this course will help you.
And one more thing is there are some aspects of this course which finds a mention in school curriculum. For example, there is this one on advertisement writing, the expository essay, which I just taught you right now. These are part of the school curriculum. So some of the topics are aligning with the school curriculum too. But yeah, most of them are on the creative side. That's it.
Yeah, so it shouldn't matter which grade I am. Yes, it is not, but we actually have one more course for Skillo, right, for grade 3 to 5. Okay, in which the curriculum is quite different. Okay, so this course is for upper grade like 6 to 8, but if you're in class 9, you can also join. Okay, I think I have cleared the doubt, or do anyone have any other doubt? Yes, Harsha, please write. Are you writing, Harsha? No? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I think all doubts are clear. So I have shared links again in the chat box. So students, you can save it. Okay. And to join the classes, you can log in with the link provided in the chat box. Okay. Now we will meet you in the live classes. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful session, Shrikshmi
Thank you,
ma'am.
all of you. Hoping to
Thank you.
meet all of
Thank you,
you
students.
in the live classes. Bye.
Yes, just one. It is online. Yes, it's online. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.